Welcome to the Bandit with Herald TV FIFA World Cup 2022. We have the second episode with us, and we have our Goan footballers who did shine on the football field. The greats of Goan football, none other than Brahmanand Sancoalkar and Lector Mascarenhas. In their own way, they have left their imprints on the sands of football in Goa. Highly decorated Brahmanand with Padmashree and Arjuna Award, the first Arjuna Award winner actually for Goa. And we have international Lector who played football for 15-16 years, not only in Goa, and also excelled in Mumbai at the then famous football team Tatas, which is no longer there. They have been stalwarts in their own way, their dedication, and that's what they made them greatest stars that we have in football. Luckily for them, they can afford to go for the World Cup football, but it's very big money. I'm talking money as a spectator now. Nearly 2,000 plus money that is needed to watch one football match. There are no passes, and like in Goa, everybody looks for free entry, which is not there. Plus, they have to travel from Goa to Qatar. It's airfare that they have to. Plus, they have to stay there. Maybe if they have a friend or somebody, maybe they could accommodate you, but it is a pretty expensive affair. Welcome, Brahmanand Bab. My Magasa Yokar Brahmanand.
Thank you very much.
So, my Magasa Yokar Bab Lector.
Thank you, Mr. Jovito.
तुम्ही अवधारणा आणि एक दोन दिवसांत तुम्ही वचपाचे आहा म्हण ताका लागून आमी तुमच्या फाटी लागल्या आणि पळयता आमी तुम्ही मॅच पळयतले तेन्ना आमी तुमकडे विचारतले बाबा कशी मॅची चलता कितें चलता खंयची मॅची बरी लागल्या तुमकां कोण आहा ते सद्याक आमी एक एनालिसीस करता हे 32 टीम्स आहा तातूंतले 16 क्वॉलिफाय जातले तितूंतले आमी ग्रुप ए ग्रुप बी ग्रुप सी आणि ग्रुप डी पयले हितून एपिसोडान आमी डिस्कस केल्ले आहा तातूंत आमी म्हणलें ग्रुप ए चडसो सेनेगाल आणि नेदरलँड्स ग्रुप बी इंग्लंड आणि युनायटेड स्टेट्स ग्रुप सी अर्जेंटिना आणि मेक्सिको आणि ग्रुप डी होल्डर्स फ्रांस आणि डेन्मार्क. Maybe, we cannot say, but these are predictions based on lot of research. Now we come for Group E. Group E, Spain, Costa Rica, Germany and Japan. Spain's ranking is 7, Costa Rica is 31, Germany is 11 and Japan is 24. And Spain's coach is Luis Enrique. You know the famous name that we have. Brahmanand Bab, हातूंतले स्पेन, कोस्टा रिका, जर्मनी आणि जपान तुका खंयची दोन टिमी दिसता फुडले क्वार्टर फायनल्साक पावतले म्हण?
Japan and Spain.
जपान आणि
No, sorry. Germany and Spain.
जर्मनी आणि स्पेन. हांव मातशें आल्लो.
I cannot say that. Yeah.
You are absolutely on the mark. Spain आणि जर्मनी. Lector Bab?
Yes, 100% is going to be Spain and Germany, and one of the matches we are going to watch live in Qatar.
You are going to watch Spain?
We are going to watch Spain versus Germany.
Spain versus Germany, my God. It's going to be a thriller.
Yes.
Yes.
You will relish that match.
Yes.
Why do you pinpoint these two teams, Brahmanand?
They have consistency in the teams. They will be definitely, they will never take the opponents at the light nations. But Japan is also highly developed nation today. But even in that, Germany and Spain, as you look at these last few years, even to the leagues and the big leagues and this, they are always maintain their consistency and they are very, very serious about the standards.
These two are actually former World Cup winners. Spain won it in 2010. Germany won it in 2014. So they have maintained these high standards. Their leagues in Germany and in Spain high quality leagues. So that is what gives them a competitive nature, and that's how Japan and Costa Rica may not be able to cope up with these two nations.
Yeah, but I think Japan is 24 and Costa Rica is 21. So Japan could be an odd team. You can never say in football.
No, but it will be very competitive.
Very, very, too much. If you ask me, too competent, too tough.
Yeah.
And I must say that both of you are lucky to get the Spain and Germany match. It's got to be one of those big matches. We got for Group F, Belgium, Canada, Morocco and Croatia. Belgium is number 2. They call them as Red Devils. Canada is 41, Morocco is 22 and Croatia is 12. So which of these two teams, I'll ask you first, because he tells me the correct one. And let me see now what Lector has to
in
share.
this group, Belgium will top this group according to me. And Croatia will come second.
This is the same. This is the same.
Yes.
Everybody predicts the same. You also will be, I think, betting on both of them, or you have a different.
No, but
Belgium,
I think
Canada, Morocco, and Croatia.
Yeah, Croatia, of course, the standard-wise is concerned, but Belgium is sure for me. But Morocco and I'm still about Croatia. I'm still in doubt.
So all this points out, I think, to say that the European soccer is at the highest level.
Yes.
Followed by Latin America, South and whatever you call it.
Yeah.
So I think these are the countries where football has evolved and has stayed there at the highest rank for a pretty long time.
Yes.
What is the reason for that?
The base. I can say the base, like Germany. Even when in 2006 when I visited Germany, we were in Heidelberg village. I told Bruno, let's have a rounder. We were very free. We're walking by the villages. I see the program which was going on for the we spent around almost an hour there watching the kids playing, and as Lector rightly said, we need a person discussing with him earlier. With the kid, you could have right type of coaches, right way approach to develop the way the coaches were enjoying with the kids. It looks as if the coaches are kids.
So, but it is not just one of a program.
No.
There has to be a continuity.
There is definitely a continuity from the base to the top.
Yes.
And the system.
Yes.
And everyone respects it, obeys it from the top. That has to be there. It is not, I'm smart, I got to do something. We got to follow a system and see.
And the system does not change with a new personality is coming.
No.
The program is the same.
Yes.
Whether it is X, Y or Z.
Yes.
So that type of continuity is missing in India.
Yes, very much.
And without that, I don't think so we can progress. Because everybody is saying now, World Cup, 32 teams, where is India?
No.
At that time, they said World Cup in Germany, India will qualify. And I don't know on what basis at that time the AFF said we will qualify for Germany. What do you say, Lector?
Yeah, I agree with you, especially when we talk about this base. I feel it's very important to have a roadmap for the grassroots players to see what they will end up with. I don't think here in India we have that sort of a roadmap for the grassroots players to look up to something as a career. You know, we are yet to have such a. We don't have clubs, especially in Goa. Also, we don't have many clubs now where they will pay them enough to make a career out of it.
Yeah, most of the clubs, they don't have the youth program.
Yeah. So
they may have a youth team.
Yeah.
Youth team is different from a youth program.
Even if you have a youth program, but if there's if you do something at the base and if you don't have anything at the top to look at, where do they go? Where will they be employed? Will they make a career out of it? I think that's very important.
And when you say a program, it has to be about 8 to 10 months a program. You can't have, I filled the team and the competition is for 30 days and it is over.
And today is happening.
Yes.
Today is happening.
And that's where we cannot progress.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you think more has to be done?
I think from the top to the base, it should be total professionalism. The child should know what is for that. It will be confidence with the parents also. So in a family, there may be, of course, today just 1 or 2 child. whatever it is. If the child has got a passion towards, okay, I'll go to these sports, he has to go through, but he should be aware that whole thing, the route is clear for him professionally.
Yes.
Handle. If it is not there, it's very, very difficult.
So you know that you are protected for future, for your tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going difficult to motivate players or even tell the parents of that talented boy that this is your future. It's very difficult to motivate. So we need
but for that, you see the premier clubs, they're all wealthy. They are rich clubs. We don't have this type of structure in Goa. Maybe one or two clubs.
Yeah.
To sustain, you need to have big money. Club-wise, I'm now talking about club-wise.
Yeah.
Here, 4 people meet together and they say, this is our club. You don't have a ground. You don't have a staff. You don't have a coach. So how can you progress?
No, everything should be set in such a way that it is smooth. The pathway should be very smooth. It should be professional.
So, in other words, Goa needs a revolution in your thinking and modernizing football.
Yes. Because
you cannot stay with the same model that we have from 60s or 70s. It's outdated and is not serving the purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what happens, next part is, as you said, once I remember, education and sports. We work hard with the kids and all. But at 9th and 10th standard, the boy is just moving away.
Yes.
I don't blame him. He has to make his career. He has to look for his future. He may say,
and sorry to interrupt. Everybody cannot be like Lector, who does his graduation and much more than that.
Yeah.
And he says, if no football, I have my career.
Absolutely.
Which is,
so it should be so balanced, that that should be.
So I think we are reaching the halfway mark. You have been watching Bandit with Herald TV. FIFA World Cup 2022, and this program has been supported by Decathlon Kalangut, Adleng Goy Family Restaurant, Doria Degir Multi Cuisine Restaurant Old Goa, Martin's Corner Bethal Bate. Stay back, we will come back.
Today we are at Martin's place and the ambience sarke chod bare. Like, look at this, so spacious and so nice. You feel like dancing. So let's cheers for it. The food here is next level. Like, it's so good and so. The prawns, guys, they were so kurkurit. Like, it is approved by Mr. Kurkurit. So look at me, eat them. And Goan sausage stuffed sweets. Kitne lagtale re ho. Sam ke kadis boom bang zata. Ani tenge signature dish mila mare stuffed crabs. Kitne lagta vara pure crab meat, white wine, ani cream, ani cheese gun. Jauna hail mera ami prawns pulav ani chicken kafrial. Kafrial ki lagta har ke chod bare ta pulav.
Oh, welcome back to our second part of the second episode. We have been talking about the groups, and we stopped at Group F, Belgium, Canada, Morocco and Croatia. We move now to the last 2 groups, very important groups. Group G, Brazil the favorites, Serbia, Switzerland and Cameroon. Brazil is number 1, FIFA rankings. Serbia is number 21, Switzerland is 15 and Cameroon 43. The 2 favorites to qualify according to Brahmanand.
Brazil and Switzerland.
Brazil and Sweden. Brazil, obvious.
Yeah.
They say they are most favorite. And according to Lector.
I agree with Brahmanand. Brazil and Switzerland for sure for me.
Yes.
And this is another match we are also going to watch in Qatar.
You have done the right selection. Whosoever has selected deserve a prize.
Yes,
you are going to watch the key matches.
I would say we were very lucky.
Lucky to get it.
Because it was like a lottery. The allotment was done by them. We only
so you have no choice in...
We have no choice. The only thing at the time of application, when you apply for a ticket, they ask you which country would you like to follow. And we said Brazil.
Preference.
Preference. That is the only thing that was given.
And when did you block your tickets?
I think the first window which was opened.
Yes.
More or less in which month?
Somewhere in March.
Yeah.
Say February, March 2022. And you got the reply after how many days?
Maybe in 2 or 3 months.
2 to 3 months.
Yes.
And when you got the tickets, were you happy?
Very much, very
You couldn't
overjoyed.
Overjoyed. That's because you are watching the Brazil, which is your favorite team. So Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. You are going to watch Brazil.
Versus
Which match?
Switzerland.
Brazil versus Switzerland.
Yeah.
My God,
Yeah.
that is the topmost. And we have the last Group H, and Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea. Of course, Goa and Goans will be rooting for Portugal. There is no other way around. And they will be looking maybe for the last World Cup of our great Cristiano Ronaldo. So Portugal is number 9 in the list of FIFA. Ghana is 61. Uruguay is 14. And South Korea 28. Obviously, Portugal is the favorite to qualify for quarterfinal. Which is the next team, Brahmanand?
I go for Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Yeah.
Because they are Latin American countries. Solid.
Yeah.
And Lector?
Same team.
Same.
Portugal
so Portugal and Uruguay could make up to the group of quarterfinals. And Portugal coach Fernando Santos, very well known figure, and maybe the captain would continue to be Cristiano Ronaldo if he has got nothing to dwell on his controversy, which we hope will not affect his performance in the...
I hope that no problems will come before him for any about controversies and all, and he will go full-fledged mind for the nation of Portugal. For Portugal.
So he's no longer playing for Manchester.
He will detach everything from his mind. It's only Portugal for him.
Lector, what do you say?
Yes, I'm sure he is going to deliver. He will play his best, and Portugal I expect also to go very far.
Yes.
In this tournament, Portugal will most likely meet Belgium in the quarterfinals.
My God, you have done a real good homework.
Yes, thank you.
But Belgium will be very tough. Belgium will be very very tough, and Belgium has great goalkeeper in Thibaut Courtois, and best creative midfielder in Kevin De Bruyne, and Toby and Jen are the others to watch.
Yes.
Portugal is only Cristiano Ronaldo, is still one of the most magnetic stars in football at 37. At 37, he is going to captain the Portuguese team. So Belgium is a greater team.
Yeah, I would say Portugal also, because they have players like Cancelo, plays for Manchester City. Then Ruben Dias, again Manchester City. Top players are there. Pepe is there. Mendes, Carvalho of Real Betis in Spain. Bernardo Silva, Manchester City, doing very well, playing top football. Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United. Renato Sanchez, the one who did very well in 2016 Euro, which Portugal won.
Yes.
He plays for PSG. So this is a very
strong,
side.
talented stars.
Belgium, to some extent, I would say it is, but they are known chokers. They have failed when the so-called golden generation, which started in 2014. They are yet to deliver. The last World Cup also, they failed at the very crucial time.
Yes.
And they have a good team, as you say. De Bruyne, and Lukaku, and Eden Hazard is there. But their defense, I feel, is a bit of a suspect because of the age factor. They have aged players in the defense. So I would say Portugal will go through.
Yes, Portugal will go through. There is no doubt about it. So to sum it up, we will have in the quarterfinals, if the predictions are correct, Senegal, Netherlands, England, United States, Argentina, Mexico, France, Denmark, Spain, Germany, Belgium, Croatia, Brazil, Switzerland, and Portugal and Uruguay. And there is going to be very, very stiff competition. there ultimately that will pave the way for semi-finals, last four, and the finals on December 18th. So when are you coming back?
2nd of December.
2nd of December. That means we will continue with you maybe on 3rd or 4th when you come take a rest, and then share the precious moments that you will have in Qatar. So we are now all set for the Group A Sunday match opener, 9:30 p.m. Qatar versus Ecuador. So they are in the same group with Senegal and Netherlands. Average age of Qatar is 27. FIFA ranking is 50. And I told you that the head coach is Spanish Felix Sanchez. Now, 44-year-old Felix Sanchez arrived in Qatar in 2006. It's not like in India we change the coaches every 2 years, 3 years or 4 years. So there is no continuity. And they continued with Felix Sanchez because he won the FC Asian Cup in 2019, qualified for 2014 AFC Under-19, 2015 FIFA Under-20, third place in 2018 AFC Under-23. You can see and rate the progress. All players except defender Pedro Miguel, but I think Pedro Miguel has got the nationality by naturalization because that's what they do normally. All players are from the Qatar Stars League. Will such a thing happen in India? Lector, what do you say?
As you mentioned earlier, you require a lot of money to do that. Qatar is a very rich country. They can bring in such renowned coaches and have the proper base, the grassroots, the academies, all that requires a lot of money. So more and more private companies, private clubs with ISL, which has come out now, a lot of development is taking place, no doubt about it. But there's a long way to go.
Yeah, and Ecuador, they are very young side. Ecuador last qualified for World Cup in 2014 in Brazil. There are only 3 remaining players from there: goalkeeper Alexandre Dominguez, midfielder Carlos Gruezo, and captain Ener Valencia, a former Premier League striker. The team is quite fast, physically strong players, but they depend on Valencia to score. That's what Lector you also mentioned about him. Can you elaborate a little more? He is named as the Superman, Valencia. That's what they talk about him. Do you still agree with that?
Yes, it depends on the day, I think, of the match. It depends. Many a times we find that players who are highly rated sometimes and they fail to deliver, and then it's after all a team game. So
yes,
it depends on how much support he gets from the other players. So it all depends.
So when we talk of Qatar, which is the home-based team, their major success will be if they qualify from group stage. Pretty difficult. They face African defending champions Senegal. They face resurgent Netherlands. Qatar has less than 7,500 registered footballers. You can see the number is not very big. They won the 2019 Asian Cup, not conceding a goal until their 3-1 final victory against Japan. Their qualification for 1998 World Cup, Qatar lost to Saudi Arabia by 1 goal in a must-win situation. Otherwise, they would have been in that World Cup in 1998. Qatar are known to naturalize foreign players. This is what they did to start with. Naturalization. Most famously offering German Footballer of the Year, Ailton, $1 million in 2004 to accept Qatari citizenship. In late 2000s and early 2010s, Qatar built their national size on naturalized players, led by Uruguayan-born forward star Sebastian Soria. Coach, as I said, Qatar might not have its own football identity, but it has been built in Barcelona's image. In a way, it plays very fluid, tiki-taka football. They will surprise a few people. Don't you think so? Lector, what do you say?
In the group, we have already discussed earlier, they have Netherlands, they have Senegal, and I don't think, despite all the preparations they might have done, I don't think they will be a match to these two teams, especially Netherlands and Senegal.
And Ecuador will be a very tough team.
It's a tough
they,
group.
They have outclassed Colombia, Chile, Paraguay, and Peru in qualifiers, and they managed to draw fixtures against both Brazil and Argentina. If Ecuador keeps the momentum, maybe they can surprise football fans and make it to the quarterfinals. We are running short of time. We come to the end of this Bend It with Herald TV World Cup 2022 fever. And remember to tune in regularly every day. And this program has been supported by Decathlon Kalangut, Martin's Corner Bethalbati, Adlengoin Family Restaurant, Doria Deger Multi-Cuisine Restaurant Old Goa, and Martin's Place Village Bistro Navalim. We wind it up with a big thank you to Brahmanand and to Lector.
Thank you.
May you have golden moments as you fly to Qatar
Thank
and
you.
bring sweet memories to share with us later
Yes,
on.
yeah.
Diyo Baren Karo, Baba Brahmanand and Toshansa Baba Lector. See you all again. Come with us back to Herald TV. Bend it with us. Bend it with Herald TV. Bye-bye.